What's up, everybody? This is Kayfabe Theory. I'm Gary, and
I'm Keith.
all right, and today we are discussing the likelihood and possibility of Damien Priest cashing in at WrestleMania. However, will it be for the World Heavyweight Championship, or will he take down the Ring General Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship? So, Keith, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started with the Intercontinental Championship with a Damien Priest cash in.
It'd be a nice little change up because as we both discussed before about the whole Sami Zayn Gunther match, it really doesn't give us too much confidence into seeing a win coming from Sami unless he's able to pull it out somehow, some way. Because I think during Raw last night, saw Sami have a conversation with Chad Gable, and hopefully Chad Gable will give him some type of motivational skill and mental intelligence to help him overcome Gunther. But otherwise, I really see a real good chance of a Damien Priest cash in, because if, let's just say, Sami does take in what Chad Gable said, and it has helped him to take Gunther to the limit, that could actually help Damien Priest to at least slide right in at a weak Gunther and cash it in on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're both in agreement there with Sami. It's kind of like my heart wants to go with Sami, that poor little underdog who just wants his WrestleMania moment repeat from last year. But at the same time, you kind of go through the mental montage of Gunther, and you're like, nah, sorry, Sami, I can't put my dollar on you this week. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I think, is if you get a weakened Gunther, is that this is a good thing for Priest. I mean, we've seen that Gunther's a tank. I mean, he went for what, like hour 12 minutes of the rest at no, not WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. So I think that would be a great time for Priest to cash in and help technically protects Gunther in a way. So he's not just straight losing clean. He's coming in weakened. He's coming in tired against a fresh Priest. And that's the thing, is we just got to figure out, is this Imperium Judgment Day stuff they were doing for a little while? Is it just to throw us off the scent with the World Heavyweight Championship, or is this going to be the plan? And I think the idea of going forward, if we can see a Judgment Day and Imperium feud coming out of it, this is one of those things where WrestleMania, we have this match, and then here comes this swerve, and all of a sudden we're going to have maybe a couple months of Imperium and Judgment Day going at it, and that would be something I'd be okay to watch for a while.
Oh, hell yeah, it would be. Some reason I gotta see Miami come in, drop the whole thing.
It'd be funny to watch her drop either Ludwig or Giovanni, but I mean, if Imperium can get their own female superstar to help counter Rhea, then I mean, we got a real feud here, instead of just mommy trying to protect Dom Dom from those massive chops. Because as we just saw with Becky Lynch, he might have a little bit of a glass jaw.
Down goes Dom! Oh, that was crazy. He took that right, and he was out in the ring. Saw him on the side, just holding his chin. I was like, wow. For the World Heavyweight Championship, this is, in my opinion, the best case scenario for him to do, because as we already know, he's already has involved himself with Seth Rollins in certain instances and segments. And with that being said, I believe this is probably playing WrestleMania future and predictions in a way. If he cashes in the Money in Bank at WrestleMania and it's against Seth Rollins, will be so great, because that will bring back karma to Seth Rollins for cashing in his Money in Bank against Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Rollins with the heist of the century! Brilliant!
Get just to see that come to circle for Seth Rollins and see how you react to that situation.
Yeah, I think it would be. And the thing is with this is, now ever since Raw, since Punk is going to be ringside, Punk is an X factor in all this. Is he going to cost Drew the World Heavyweight Championship for the third time? is Drew going to beat Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, but then somehow Punk is responsible for incapacitating Drew for a little bit and allowing Priest to cash in? And then Punk comes out the next night, be like, I prayed for this and it happened. And we're just back to part 17 of Punk and McIntyre trolling each other. And the thing is, too, with this whole, with Priest, not even with Rollins, because how many times did McIntyre interfere with Priest's cash-in? Like, he didn't being like kept out of the loop at Survivor Series. He interfered once directly to Priest, and then another time he interfered by stopping Dominic bringing the case down to the ring. So both Seth and McIntyre have a little bit of retribution from Priest's perspective about who to cash in on. So there's a lot of revolving hatred between these four guys involved in the World Heavyweight Championship picture.
I still run with Priest because Priest is that type of guy. He wants his revenge so badly. So yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Matter of fact, I think you have convinced me on the spot. I ain't thinking about it like this, about him screwing over Priest, because I remember Priest have multiple times have been trying to cash in, and always Drew has been there each time. So if there's a moment where Priest can come in and say and screw over Drew, it has to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, the third time's the charm. I mean, with all this, with McIntyre, just I prayed for this and it happened. Like, everything is lining up for him to win at WrestleMania. Seth being distracted, but Priest could be the one thing that knocks everything out of alignment for him and just comes crashing down. And then again, we got the Punk factor on how that's going to play in, if at all. Here's the interesting thing, and I know that we're going to cover all these, and we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves with our WrestleMania predictions, but right. I think either way, between the World Heavyweight Championship or the Intercontinental Championship, if Priest and Balor lose the tag team titles, which I'm sure they'll cover this a lot on commentary, statistically is likely with 6 teams and ladders, Dom and JD have been losing week after week, just with Ricochet most recently. If Rhea loses to Becky for the World Heavyweight Championship, if Priest does cash in, he's going to be the only person in Judgment Day. He could probably say, I got my shit together, and be the only one that comes on top at WrestleMania. And we've already seen what a lot of this leadership debate between him and Mommy going behind everybody to Adam Pearce and all that. So I think regardless of which championship, the foundation of Judgment Day, if he's the only one that comes out winning in the end after WrestleMania, could change even that night. So this goes beyond just even the championships.
Damn, probably does. Damn. He said, mine quoted. But that does implicate it, because now if you say it's correct, then Priest pretty much set himself up as a leader at Judgment Day, and how everybody's going to react to that. Now, Priest is the leader now, and Rhea is not the leader anymore, and how little Dom's going to feel about my Jesus. I hate that so much. I don't know about you.
By Dommy in Mommy's arms.
I don't like this so much. Look, it's good TV, but Jesus, you're a grown man getting. Well, you get baby by Rhea. I'm like, God damn. But anyway, let me get
he's got to be. His deadbeat dad wasn't around long enough to help out, so he's got to be coddled a little bit.
He said deadbeat dad. I mean, Jesus Christ. Hey, Rey Mysterio was doing his thing. He was. I can't even. God damn it. But anyway,
I'm gonna play the heel commentator here as well. You know, this never would have happened had Eddie been able to win over Dominic's custody.
What I was gonna say, before I started hating, how Dominic reacts to Rhea's not being the leader anymore. So the whole entire dynamic of the Judgment Day does change on the spot. If everybody loses and the only person who's come out as a winner is Damien Priest through his Money Bank cash in at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is too is that the one thing we haven't seen, I don't think it played out this Monday, and maybe it will the Monday before WrestleMania, but there's still passively in backstage segments talking about Andrade joining. So it could be interesting. Could Andrade take somebody's place like JD or anything? Would Finn leave with JD since they're friends? So again, we got, if Priest kind of is declaring himself the leader, being the only one who could win at WrestleMania, and then you got this Andrade factor. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen with that. So I mean, if we're talking Judgment Day issues, I mean, then where the hell is Andrade going to fit in there?
That's a hell of a question. I forgot about him. He's out doing his own thing, and his implications of joining. Yeah, it'd be pointless. They just get destroyed right now in WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think altogether, you kind of said that you kind of got convinced in the moment. Yeah. I'm sort of feeling the World Heavyweight Championship too. I think in the end, the Intercontinental Championships probably was to throw us off the scent a little bit with a lot of these Priest and Gunther stare-offs. But I mean, you got Punk as an X factor, and he's going to want to screw somebody at WrestleMania. He's going to want his moment as well. And if his moment is going to be screwing somebody over and screwing them out of the World Heavyweight Championship, I mean, that's just another layer of trolling right there that we can add to TV programming.
Yes, it does. Well, if there's anything else to add to it, I have nothing so far. Do you have anything, Gary?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, just 2 championships and just seeing where things go from here. We're just going to have to strap in the seatbelts and be surprised for 2 nights.
Well, that's all for today, folks. If you have any opinions or comments, we would like to see it. If not already, like and subscribe. And as you already know, we are Kayfabe Theory. He is Gary. And I'm Keith. Thank you so much for watching.